Saturday, June 5th. It's a done deal. Devin the Dream Haney, George Kambosos. It's a 3-fight deal. Top Rank got involved. I want to cover the intricacies of that particular deal and why I think it just spells success for a fighter like Devin Haney moving forward. Let's get right into it. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. Now, many have already seen, it's been reported, shout out to ESPN Mike Coppinger. They put the information out there. We knew that this was possibly coming. Lomachenko's holed up right now, doing something a little more important. A war, Ukraine being invaded. It's crazy. But I'm hearing an interesting conversation surrounding the involvement of Top Rank, ESPN, and Bob Arum as it pertains to this deal, Devin Haney and George Kambosos. Cats out here essentially saying that, Devin got tricked and it's a setup and blah, blah, blah. If you're in Devin's position, a guy who's being held back on the zone, in my opinion, shout out to Linares bout, great fight, check it out. I think that's a top 5 guy at 35, hell of a fight. And then you put on a show against Jojo Diaz, you pretty much did whatever you wanted, and you look great doing it. But I feel like a fighter as good as Devin Haney needs to be getting the opportunities he's now getting. And sometimes you got to take a little bit of a back seat. So if you got to fly your ass to Australia and fight twice there as part of the deal, and then sign up to essentially guarantee that Lomachenko will get that third fight, and that's what you got to do, because it's time to put your name out there. And I feel like no matter what happens in these fights, Devin Haney will put himself in a position to be more widely recognized for the fighter that he is, because he has a unique skill set and talent. There's no getting around it. There's no doubt about that. So I kind of got into it a little bit, but I'm going to just cover it a bit more. If you guys have not taken the opportunity, please like, subscribe, bell icon for notification. We put out content weekly. This is your boy JG. As I mentioned, the Punch Report. Anyway, go to Australia, June 5th, fight George Kambosos. You win, immediate rematch for Kambosos. You win that fight, then pay-per-view ESPN Top Rank fight against Vasyl Lomachenko whenever he's available. Who knows when that is? Now, I already did a video. I'll put the card in this one, breaking down the Devin Haney Kambosos fight, what I think is going to happen. That video is not even long because I feel like it's an easy one to kind of assess, study, and break down, and then make a prediction about how I see the fight going. No shade to George Kambosos. They will be fighting twice because he will lose to Devin Haney the first time. And the second time, rematches are tricky. Sometimes you get your ass whooped worse. Sometimes you make the adjustment and you make it more compelling. Who knows? Then, like I said, then there's a third fight with Lomachenko. It's not a trick or a trap. I think you look at the terms of the deal, the money's probably right, and the opportunity to grow your name as a fighter in that division and in boxing generally for Devin Haney is something that he has to take advantage of, and I think he will take advantage of it. This was the only direction to go in, really, because what else are you going to do at 35? We already know T.O.'s out. He can't even make 40 anymore. I think for the most part, anyone that you would want to see any of these guys fight are tied up. Devin has a belt, WBC crown, 135, and George Kambosos obviously got the other belts, lifting those off Teofimo Lopez, who is currently going crazy somewhere, putting crazy shit on the internet. He actually fixed his mouth to say that he felt like this was a setup and they wanted to get Devin the shot the whole time. I'll tell you what, I think the powers that be did not want to give Devin the shot. They were itching to give it to Lomachenko. That's facts. Bob Arum said that was a done deal anyway. Lomachenko decides to stay in the Ukraine. There's no other fight to make. Kambosos has all those belts. Devin Haney has his strap, the WBC crown. You got to make that fight happen. For Devin Haney, this was a no-brainer. Get used to being in Devin. Hello, Devin. If you see this, get used to being in Australia. You're going to be spending some time there. You're going to get that dub, get those straps, defend, and then go on to fight Vasyl Lomachenko whenever that opportunity comes. For all we know, Lomachenko may never come back to the sport, but for right now, he's beholden to that third fight with Top Rank and Bob Arum that they are saying that will be ESPN pay-per-view deal. For Lomachenko, that will be his first fight on pay-per-view. He's never fought on pay-per-view. So shout out to Devin Haney and shout out to Kambosos also, because it's putting a level of notoriety around these fighters that hasn't existed. And so you're going to get an opportunity to see Devin Haney. I'm just going to call it. I feel like Devin Haney's going to get the job done. Loma will come back and do whatever, and that will be a crazy pay-per-view that I will be buying. Straight like that. I'm buying Devin Haney Lomachenko. Now, cats will get on here and probably get in my comment section, say, oh, you don't know when Kambosos and this. You know what? That's true. I don't know. But this is the beauty of YouTube, and this is the beauty of putting these videos out here. We get to have these conversations and kind of speculate and try to consume as much information as we can or that's available to us through film study or training videos or whatever the case may be, and try to make a determination about who we feel like is going to come out on top. Devin Haney, he's different. Kambosos, no disrespect, he's rough, he's rugged. There's dispute around Lee Selby and Mick Bay. Did he beat those guys? Sure, split decisions or whatever. Then he goes out there, he beats Teofimo Lopez, and that was also a split decision, but he kind of lumped up Teofimo Lopez. I could be wrong, it might have been UD, but I think it was a split decision, but he lumped up Teofimo. He was looking bad, and then he got his Adrian Broner on. You guys know I beat that, but it was just all bad. Shout out to Teofimo. Anyway, I want to know what your thoughts are on the deal overall, that upcoming fight with George Kambosos and Devin Haney, and what other fights your boy JG, should be breaking down for you guys in the future. Put all of that information in the comment section if you could be so kind. One last thing I want to leave you with. Never mind. It's all good. This has been my time. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. Put those comments below. Like, subscribe, bell icon for notification. Don't play with me. We out.